Round 6 of the Almost Aussie Racing Cars Championship took place at Oulton Park on the Foster's layout, with our drivers battling side by side throughout the entire sprint race. Back from our month-long break for Christmas, these drivers were excited to show what they'd been missing, and boy did they put on a show. Now lap 1 went by pretty cleanly without incidents. Max got by Tuma on the inside of the final corner, with Tyler repeating the move on Seth as well. Now there was a little bit of off-season rust showing for our drivers, with a few lockups and a few little mistakes here and there. Seth running wide out of the back straight, with Jai able to take it up the inside, get alongside and finish the move into the final corner. Moving on up into P4, with Tuma defending P2, running a little bit wide on the exit of turn 1, and the Hyundai Series champion, Tyler Collins, absolutely taking advantage of that mistake, moving on up into P2, and Tuma's woes weren't about to end there. The final podium place would be snatched from him by Jai through the last corner, getting alongside and getting a better run on exit, and it just got bad to worse for him as he would lock up a little bit, run wide and into the grass out of turn 4, with Seth sneaking by for that P4. However, nobody had an answer for Christensen's pace this race, as he would take yet another sprint race victory in the Almost Aussie Racing Cars Championship. Now, the feature race is where it all kicked off, with Tyler getting an absolutely amazing launch and taking P1 into turn 1, continuing on that battle that they had in the sprint race. Now, they would have an amazing battle throughout the first lap, just close, hard racing, sometimes side by side as well, with Jai very hot on their tails in P3. It was all really kicking off. Peg and Tuma as well took it side by side through the first corner and into the sweeping left-hander before turn 4. There was a little bit of contact on the exit of turn 3, however, they both went out of it unscathed. The same could not be said for Max and Tyler, who came together on the back straight on lap 2, both suffering a bit of aero damage that would hold them back a little bit and sent Max to the back of the pack. Now, Tyler was lucky to get out in front of Tuma and Peg, but he had to get on the defense right away and was very much on the back foot with that aero damage. Collins was, however, able to hold off Tuma with a half-damaged car, and Tuma just ran it wide through turn 4 again, and he did it twice. However, the second time would prove to be very costly, just locking it up through turn 4, sending it onto the grass and spinning himself into the hislop section of the track. As a result, Peg would take P3, but despite all the spins, despite all the crashes, there was some close racing between P2 and P5. It was very close on track, and Max was actually able to battle back through the field, up to the back of Peg, and eventually alongside, eventually taking that last podium place position off of Seth around the outside of the last corner. But Seth wasn't going to give it up without a fight, coming back around the outside of turn 1 with a much better exit, putting himself on the outside for turn 3 to get the inside for turn 4, and it worked momentarily. However, Max was able to get a better exit out of turn 4 and eventually sneak up the inside through turn 5 and then drive off into the distance and take that final podium position. However, nobody had an answer for Jai, who was absolutely on it, setting the pace, and would not only come through to take the feature race victory, but also to take P1 in the championship standings for the Almost Aussie Racing Cars series. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for the Bathurst 150.